Hello everyone, it is a beautiful Friday afternoon here in Hamilton, New Jersey. I'm at Veterans Park. It is a park 1 minute away from my house, and I figured it would be the perfect setting for this project. So this first memorial here is from the Battle of Iwo Jima, and this is a very classic and famous photo throughout history. And I thought for my video I would just show some of the memorials at my local park. The memorial that I had chosen was the memorial to the homosexuals persecuted under Nazism. It was created in 2008, designed by Michael Elmgreen and Ingar Dragtest. After World War II, homosexuals were not realized as a victim group. As a result, it took years for them to finally be recognized. In 2002, I believe, was the first year that they were finally recognized, and 2003 was the year that they decided to erect the memorial itself. Right now we are at this memorial, which is actually the first time I'm seeing it as well. It is also for World War II, recognizing all those who had served during that time. While Max and I walk to the next memorial, I thought this would be a good time to mention why it took so long for homosexuals to be recognized as a victims group. So the reason for this was paragraph 175, which was a policy or regulation in place making homosexuality illegal. At this time, the law pre-1935 had a very clear definition that homosexuality involved anal intercourse, sometimes also oral intercourse. After 1935, the law was changed to make it a lot more broad, and this law, or this regulation, paragraph 175, continued to exist even after World War II, and it continued until 1990, which was the year it finally ended. This next site is the Hamilton Patriotic Walkway. It features a tank, a helicopter, and a big cannon over there. I don't know if you could see it or not. Something that's really cool about this, aside from obviously the tank and the helicopter and the cannon, is if you walk around, all around each three of these sites, there are red bricks, each with a name of someone who has served and either passed or has just served. And the new thing that I've seen is this, which I think is really cool, the Patriotic Walkway applications. This is, I guess, a new board, and it has a list of everyone honored here, and you could submit an application for anyone you would like. So continuing further with how homosexuals were treated within Nazi Germany. In the concentration camps, they were subject to some of the harshest abuse out there, right next to the Jews. One such example, which I mentioned in my paper, was 5 particular homosexuals were singled out, where they were brought into the bathrooms and had hoses shoved down their throats and turned on until they drowned. The Nazi officers then hung them from their feet until all the water drained out, so it seemed like they died of natural causes. This is just one example of some of the harsh treatment. And on top of that, the homosexuals not only had to deal with the treatment from the officers, they also had to deal with it from the other inmates as well. We are at the final stop of our tour through Veterans Park today. We have come to the 9/11 Memorial site. As you can see, there is a steel pillar from one of the Twin Towers. Over there, which is a new addition, is some traffic cones and fire hoses that were used on September 11th. This is known as the 9/11 Memorial Grove, and right next to it we have a fighter jet, and behind that, excuse the cars, there are signs right over there saying that will be the future site of yet another memorial that they will be building at this park. shifting back toward homosexuality and under National Socialism. There was a lot of issues throughout the military with homosexual behavior. This was something that really that Heinrich Himmler and Adolf Hitler themselves struggled with. For Hitler, it was in his close personal friend Ernst Röhm, who was also a general, a high-ranking general in the military who was homosexual, and Hitler ended up brushing aside this despite much controversy. For Himmler, it was the fact that within the army homosexuality would spread, and he never really found a way to deal with this. There have been many reports of homosexual acts happening amongst the military, the SS servicemen. In fact, there have been about over 7,000 reported cases throughout the National Socialist movement, and these ranged anywhere from mutual masturbation to simply even looking at someone the wrong way. I figured a nice video of Max playing in the water would be a nice way to end the video. So here you go. Max, want the stick? Go get it. Go ahead.